of a people in the history of mankind. And they were not slaves, they were enslaved African men, women, and children. Healthy and skilled men, women, and children. And on that note, I would love to call my little girl up, but I don't know if you're ready yet. So I'm going to save you for a little bit later. What is the young brother who has all of this wonderful spoken words? Why don't I have his name here anymore? What's his name? Malcolm. Where's Malcolm?
Peace, 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 everybody.
Peace, brother.
This piece is in tribute to the revolution. All the people ever wanted, all the people ever needed, all the people ever wanted, all the people ever needed was power. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. It's time somebody decides to holler. Give a tribute to the fellow warrior and kin that declared there will be war in America to address the inequalities. It's time we pay homage to the sister that sat in cage on behalf of the brothers, the nation, Black Panther. Salute the philosophers, the thinkers, the researchers, the polymaths, the magicians, for understanding the 360 degrees of empowerment separation. Bamboozled division amongst a one. But praise to our gods for not breaking, for not splitting, for not calling the gas cotton sheets, for not dropping your gun, but kept moving, always believing that a change gonna come.
Bring it, Mal.
All thanks to the political parties having political platforms, using militant tactics, dividing in political climates. Who are you? You don't know? Well, what were you before the white man named you a Negro? Where were you? What was your name? What tongue did you speak?
Go ahead.
Where's your history? How did the man take your history? Respect to the questions that led to a collective on a quest for freedom. For the speech that slingshot against the whiplash, the sounds that went wading through the water. For the public hate, the trees whose limbs were bruised with bloody nooses. Oh, Jehovah Jireh, captain of my soul, the Mississippi goddamn, light-skinned, dark-skinned, that day, this day, praise the gospel. The movers and the shakers, the hustlers and the gangsters, the hoes and the pimps, you know, the collective. But fist up for the movement. The big names, the small names, the risk takers and the grave diggers for conveying the message. The public broadcast on airwaves, teleprompters and mass media newscasters who reported the riots in the streets. The community politicians watched under government surveillance, but most importantly, there should be a moment of silence for the black and brown people of the USA. Break. The only revolution that was not televised. My grandmothers and brothers were terrorized into the slave ship and tossed into the sea. Rest assured, we are still here. We will survive America. Forget the rage they taught you to run from. Understand that we are spiritual pioneers who unlock the labyrinth of the Constitution. Skin, bones, and melanin that ate Sunday dinner together and nourished America in the morning. By any means necessary. By any means necessary. By any means necessary. Bernard Shaw has the most credible quote, which I think is most Afro-pro. He says, all criticism is an autobiography. Dig yourself. Peace to the revolution.
Okay, Malcolm. It was in the 1950s. Dr. James Turner spoke about Carter G. Woodson. And I believe Dr. Carter G. Woodson was the one who brought to us African American History Week. And we in turn made it African American History Month. But it's really a part of history. It should be inclusive in our curriculums. But Carter G. Woodson said in the 1950s, the biggest race is to understand who will control the young minds of African American children. And then there was this case study of black and white identical dolls. And this case study was black dolls, white dolls, they were identical, but all these young babies were picking the white dolls over the black dolls, saying that the white dolls were more beautiful, that they were happy, that they were smart, and that the black dolls were dirty, bad, and ugly. And it was a reflection on how we saw ourselves. And then these children grow up and they refer to themselves as the H word, the B word, and the N word. And so it just goes to show the minds of our young black children, the minds of young children of the African diaspora. And it means that we have to understand the importance of history, that we have to understand the importance of our identity. It tells us so much. The largest forced migration of a people, the history of a people, the mankind, you know what I'm saying. But I think it's very important to understand that these young men, women, and children who were forced out were doctors, lawyers, scholars, physicians, warriors, farmers, that they had a life, that they were people. And